Hello everyone. I stand before you today with a powerful declaration, a call to greatness, a prophetic word that will reshape your thinking, transform your approach to wealth, and ignite a fire in your spirit that will drive you into your destiny. You, the chosen one, were not born to live in scarcity or lack. You were not created to be bound by financial limitations, nor to shrink back in fear when it comes to your provision. No, you were designed to be a channel of abundance, a vessel through which prosperity flows. And the time has come for you to step into that divine reality. You will spend money like water. I want you to hear me clearly. This is not just a statement about wealth. This is not about riches for riches' sake, but a deeper truth about how God designed you to live and operate on this earth. You are called to be a distributor of His blessings, a steward of His resources, and a catalyst for transformation in the world around you. And when you understand this, you will see money as a tool, a vehicle, a resource meant to be moved, invested, and circulated. You will realize that you are not meant to hoard it, hold on to it in fear, or keep it for yourself. No, you will spend it like water, effortlessly, naturally. Let us begin with the truth that you are chosen. Understand that your life, your destiny, your very existence is a divine appointment. You were not randomly born. You were not created by chance. You are here for a purpose greater than you could ever imagine. And that purpose includes financial abundance, but not for your comfort alone. Your wealth is meant to serve a higher calling. Your prosperity is meant to flow into the lives of others. You are a conduit of God's blessings, a vehicle through which His provision will reach those who need it most. The first thing you must realize, the first shift that must occur in your mind, is that money is not your master. Too many people live in a state of bondage when it comes to money. They're afraid of it, they chase it relentlessly, they worship it unknowingly by allowing it to control their decisions, their emotions, and their lives. But as the chosen one, you must understand that money is a tool, not a master. You were created to control money, to direct it, to manage it, and to use it for the greater good. Think about it. Money is like water. Water flows, it moves, it nourishes, it refreshes. But if water is confined to a single space, it becomes stagnant, toxic, and useless. When water is allowed to flow, it sustains life, it gives life, and it multiplies in its power. Money is the same way. When it is held on to too tightly, when it is hoarded, when it is feared or controlled out of selfishness, it stagnates. But when it is allowed to flow, when it is used as a tool to create, to build, to invest, to empower, it multiplies and becomes a source of blessing to those who need it. You are the chosen one, and your role in this world is to let money flow. You are not called to gather wealth for your own enjoyment alone. You are not called to hoard resources for fear of running out. You are called to spend money like water, to use it liberally, wisely, and purposefully, to invest in your vision, to build the kingdom, to create opportunities, and to be a blessing to the world around you. Now, this does not mean that you should spend without wisdom. This does not mean that you should squander your resources or live a life of carelessness. No, the wise will always operate from a place of strategy and purpose. But what I am saying is this: do not be afraid of money. Do not let fear of lack control you. Do not let the scarcity mindset dominate your thoughts. You are not limited. You are not restricted. You are part of a divine economy that operates outside the boundaries of earthly systems. The world teaches us to work for money, to chase after it, to store it up for ourselves. But as the chosen one, You must understand that you are here to serve the world with your wealth, not to be enslaved by it. Money is meant to circulate, it is meant to flow, and you, the chosen one, have the privilege of being the one to direct its flow. You see, when money flows through your hands with purpose, it begins to multiply. This is the law of abundance. This is the divine principle of prosperity. When you spend money with wisdom, when you invest in your vision, when you sow seeds into good soil, when you pour into the lives of others, you are creating a cycle of prosperity that will come back to you in ways you cannot imagine. It is the principle of sowing and reaping, the principle that the more you give, the more you will receive. You may ask, but how do I begin? Let me tell you, it starts with vision. Vision is the key that unlocks the flow of abundance in your life. Without a clear vision, you will not know where to direct the resources that are flowing toward you. Without purpose, money will be wasted, misdirected, and spent in ways that do not contribute to your destiny. Vision gives money direction. Vision gives it purpose. Vision tells you where to invest, who to bless, what businesses to build, and what opportunities to seize. Without vision, you will spend without thinking. Without vision, money will leave your hands as quickly as it came. But when you have a vision that is aligned with your divine purpose, you will begin to see opportunities all around you. You will begin to recognize where to invest, where to give, where to build, and how to expand. Now, let me challenge you. Do not be afraid of taking risks. Many of you are sitting on opportunities, sitting on ideas, sitting on the wealth that God has given you because you are afraid to step out, afraid to take action. But let me tell you something, nothing ventured, nothing gained. You must be willing to step out in faith, to trust in the process, and to trust in the law of abundance. It is in the stepping out, in the taking of risks, that you begin to unlock the floodgates of prosperity. The world will tell you to play it safe, to save every penny, to avoid risk at all costs. But the chosen one knows that prosperity does not come from playing it safe. It comes from bold action, from stepping out in faith, from taking risks that align with your vision. It is through these risks that God is able to show Himself faithful, to demonstrate His provision, and to multiply your efforts. You were born to build, to create, to innovate, to invest in ideas and ventures that will change the world. You were born to spend money like water, not because you have so much of it, but because you understand its purpose. When you begin to operate from a mindset of abundance, when you begin to understand the divine flow of money, you will no longer be afraid of losing what you have. You will understand that it is in the giving, in the circulating, in the spending with purpose that you unlock the doors to even greater abundance. Now, let's talk about the mindset of the wealthy. The wealthy do not think like the poor. The wealthy do not operate from a place of lack. They do not worry about running out. They understand the laws of abundance, and they know that money is simply a tool to build and create. When you begin to think like the wealthy, when you begin to see money as a tool for your purpose, you will start making different decisions with your resources. You will begin to invest in things that align with your vision. You will start making choices that reflect your divine calling, and you will see that money will begin to flow to you in ways you cannot comprehend. And as money flows to you, it is not just for your benefit. It is for the benefit of those around you. Your wealth is meant to be shared, to be invested in others, to be used to build the kingdom, to create opportunities, to empower those who need it most. You are a channel of God's blessings, and the more you allow that channel to flow, the more blessings will pour back into your life. You see, there is no shortage of money in the world. There is no lack. The only thing that holds back the flow of abundance is your mindset. If you believe in scarcity, if you believe that there is not enough, if you believe that wealth is reserved for a select few, then that belief will limit your ability to receive. But when you begin to believe in abundance, when you begin to see that there is more than enough for everyone, that wealth is designed to flow freely, you will open yourself up to receive. The time has come for you to embrace your destiny. The time has come for you to step into your purpose. You were chosen for greatness, and that greatness includes financial abundance. You were not created to live in lack, to struggle, or to be bound by fear. You were created to be a distributor of prosperity, to spend money like water, not because you have it all, but because you know that as you release it, it will come back to you multiplied. So I say to you today, step into your divine purpose. Step into the abundance that is your inheritance. Spend money like water wisely, purposefully, and with the knowledge that as you give, it will return. Let it flow through you. Let it flow to others. And watch as the floodgates of prosperity open wide before you. You are the chosen one, and this is your time to rise. You are the chosen one, and the abundance of the universe is at your disposal. The world has been waiting for your action, your vision, and your willingness to move in faith. Every resource, every opportunity, every connection is aligning to meet you where you are right now. But it is your mindset, your belief in the flow of abundance, that will determine how much you are able to access. I want you to hear me clearly. You are not limited by your current circumstances. The world will try to tell you that you are bound by your present condition, that you are stuck, that you have to accept things as they are. But I declare to you today, you are not defined by your current situation. Your circumstances are only temporary, and they do not determine the wealth, the success, or the abundance that is coming your way. You are a creator, and as a creator, you have the power to transform your environment, your future, and your reality. When you understand that you are part of a divine ecosystem, a cycle of abundance, you will stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances. Instead, you will begin to see yourself as an active participant in the divine flow. The money that flows to you and through you is not just about accumulating wealth for yourself, but about building, empowering, and creating opportunities for others. This is how the cycle of prosperity works. What you sow, you will reap. What you give, you will receive. The chosen one is someone who sees the possibilities that others cannot. You will see opportunities where others see obstacles. You will see potential where others see failure. While the world is focused on fear, doubt, and scarcity, you will be focused on vision, faith, and abundance. You will operate from a place of divine confidence, knowing that your purpose is not just to survive, but to thrive, to lead, and to impact the world. Now, let me speak to you about the power of investment. As the chosen one, you must learn that investing is not just about accumulating wealth, it is about creating and building something that will outlast you. You are meant to build legacies, to create systems and structures that will stand for generations to come. You must invest in your future, but also in the future of others. It is not enough to merely save. You must invest in ideas, in businesses, in people, in innovations that will impact society. This is the mindset of the wealthy. They invest in themselves, in their vision, in their families, in their communities, and in their future. I want you to understand that money is an exchange of value. It is a tool for building and creating. The more value you create, the more money will flow to you. The more you invest in the success of others, the more success will flow to you. If you want to spend money like water, you must first learn to give value freely, to pour yourself into others, to invest in the things that will multiply and grow. This is the law of reciprocity. The more you give, the more you will receive. So when you begin to spend money, do so with a clear understanding of the value you are creating. Each dollar you spend should be an investment in your vision, in your mission, and in your legacy. You are not spending for the sake of spending, but for the sake of creating opportunities, advancing your purpose, and empowering those around you. When you begin to see money as a tool for building, you will not hoard it. You will not cling to it in fear. You will circulate it freely, knowing that each investment is a step closer to the manifestation of your dreams. Now, I want you to think about your vision. What is it that you are building? What is the purpose that you are serving? Every dollar you spend should be directed toward advancing that vision. When you invest in yourself, whether through education, training, or personal development, you are creating the foundation for everything that will come. When you invest in your business, in your network, in your community, you are creating a ripple effect that will reach far beyond your immediate sphere. As you circulate your resources, you will begin to see the fruits of your labor. You will begin to see the return on your investments. But the key is to remain focused on the long-term vision. Wealth is not built overnight. It takes time. But when you spend money like water, when you invest wisely with purpose and with vision, you will see that the returns will come in abundance, and they will come faster than you ever imagined. And here is the most important thing I want you to understand. The law of attraction works in your favor when you are aligned with your divine purpose. When you operate from a place of abundance, when you see money as a tool, and when you give freely, you begin to attract more of the same into your life. People, opportunities, and resources will begin to show up in your life in ways you cannot explain. You will attract what you are. And as you align yourself with abundance, you will find that abundance begins to chase you. It will flow to you just like water. When you believe that you are worthy of wealth, that you are worthy of abundance, and that you are deserving of success, you open yourself up to receive more than you could ever imagine. It is your faith, your belief, and your vision that will attract the wealth that is already yours. You must begin to see yourself as a magnet for prosperity, a magnet for opportunity. The more you believe that it is your divine right to spend money like water, the more you will begin to see the flow of money in your life. The time has come for you to step into the fullness of your destiny. You are not meant to live in fear, to hoard resources, or to hold back. You are meant to invest, to create, to circulate, and to build. The flow of money is all around you, and the more you open your hands, the more you open your heart to its possibilities, the more you will receive. You are the chosen one. You've been called to live a life of abundance. The resources you need are already on their way to you, but you must position yourself to receive them. You must begin to see money as water, free-flowing, abundant, and ever-present. Your job is not to hold it back, but to allow it to flow, to circulate, to build, and to create. The more you invest in your vision, in your purpose, and in others, the more you will see that the floodgates of abundance will open wide before you. This is your inheritance. This is your time. So step into your purpose, spend money like water, and watch as your life becomes a living testament to the power of divine abundance. The time to act is now. You were not chosen to sit idle, to wait, or to delay your greatness. The power to manifest prosperity lies within you. It has always been within you. Every dream, every vision, every step toward your destiny is interconnected with the wealth that God has already placed in your hands. You are anointed to create, to prosper, and to be a distributor of divine abundance. But in order to walk into this divine destiny, you must confront and break free from limiting beliefs that have kept you bound to a mindset of scarcity. The world will always try to make you believe that there is never enough, there are not enough resources, not enough opportunities, not enough wealth to go around. But the chosen one knows the truth. There is more than enough for everyone. When you walk in your divine purpose, you tap into a limitless supply. There is an unending source of wealth, of creativity, of opportunity waiting for you to access it. Let me make this crystal clear. Your wealth, your prosperity, your financial breakthrough will never come by chance. It will come through your consistent actions, through the way you position yourself to receive, and through your unwavering faith in the abundance that is available to you. You must act in alignment with your vision. This is not a passive process. You must take bold steps. You must put your money to work. You must spend, invest, and circulate it like water with purpose and precision. There is no shortage of wealth in this world. The challenge is not the scarcity of money. The challenge is the scarcity of vision. When your vision is aligned with your divine purpose, resources will find their way to you. Money gravitates toward those who are clear in their purpose, who are intentional in their actions, and who understand that wealth is meant to be circulated, not hoarded. This is why vision is so important. A person with vision sees opportunities where others see obstacles. A person with vision understands that every dollar spent, every investment made, has the potential to return multiplied, whether through opportunities, connections, or the fulfillment of a divine mission. I want to share with you the power of sowing into the vision of others. This is where you begin to see the true flow of abundance. Many of us are taught to hold on to our money tightly, to hoard it out of fear, to control it for the sake of security. But you, the chosen one, are different. You are not just here for your own benefit. You are here to bless the lives of others. You are here to create opportunities, to build the kingdom, to bring people out of poverty, out of lack, and into their own divine abundance. When you spend money, do so with an open heart, a heart that desires to see others thrive. Your wealth is not just for you, it is for the world. You are a conduit for blessings to flow. Every investment you make in someone else's dream, every seed you plant in someone else's vision has the potential to multiply exponentially. That seed of generosity, that seed of faith will return to you, not just in the form of money, but in relationships, in favor, and in opportunities that will far exceed what you could ever imagine. This is the law of sowing and reaping. It's a principle as old as time itself. The more you sow, the more you will reap. When you sow into others, you activate the flow of prosperity in your own life. This is why the chosen one operates with an open hand. You cannot operate in abundance if your hand is closed, clinging to what you have. You must open your hand, let go of fear, and allow money to flow freely through your life. You are not meant to store it up, but to give it, to circulate it, and to see it multiply in ways that only God can orchestrate. When you are generous with your resources, when you invest in others, when you sow seeds into good soil, you are participating in the divine exchange that is the very nature of prosperity. The more you give, the more you will receive. But here's the key. Don't give out of obligation. Give out of a heart full of faith, knowing that as you release, you are activating a divine flow of resources into your life. Let me share with you another truth. Wealth is not about what you have, but about what you can create. The chosen one understands this. The wealthy do not think in terms of limitation, they think in terms of creation. Every situation, every challenge, every obstacle is seen as an opportunity to create something new, something valuable, something that would produce a return. Wealth is a result of creativity and innovation, not merely accumulation. If you want to spend money like water, you must learn how to create, to invest in ideas that will generate returns. Every idea, every thought, every vision you have is a potential stream of income. As the chosen one, you are capable of creating wealth in ways that no one else can. Your creativity, your innovation, your unique gifts and talents are the tools that will unlock the flow of resources into your life. Money follows creativity. Money follows vision. Money follows purpose. When you step into your calling, when you begin to create from the place of purpose, money will be drawn to you, just like water seeks its level. And let me tell you something, when you begin to create wealth, when you begin to circulate money, you will notice something miraculous. The flow will never stop. Just like water, it will keep moving, keep circulating, and keep multiplying. You will never be in lack when you are in the flow of abundance. The more you give, the more you receive. The more you invest, the more you create. The more you trust, the more you will see the return on your faith. Your wealth is not just for you. It is for those who will benefit from your investments, from your generosity, from your vision. You are not merely accumulating wealth for personal gain. You are building an empire of abundance that will touch the lives of many. Every person you help, every business you start, every vision you bring to life will have a ripple effect far beyond what you can see right now. Your actions today are the seeds of a future that will impact generations to come. And this, my friend, is your calling. You are the chosen one. You are created to be a vessel of prosperity, a channel of abundance. It's time for you to step into your purpose with boldness. It's time for you to spend money like water, not because you have it all, but because you know the flow will never stop. You know that as you give, you will receive. You know that as you invest, you will create. You know that as you build, you will multiply. As you walk into this next season of your life, remember this: abundance is not something to be feared. It is something to be embraced. Money is not your master, but your servant. Spend it like water. Invest it wisely. Circulate it with purpose. Use it to build your vision, to bless others, and to create opportunities. And watch as your life becomes a living testimony to the truth that you were always meant to spend money like water, effortlessly, abundantly, and with purpose. You are the chosen one. Your time is now. Let the flow of prosperity begin. Now, I want you to understand something profound when you begin to walk in the flow of prosperity. When you start to spend money like water, you are not just engaging in a financial exchange. You are engaging in a divine cycle of creation. This cycle is eternal. It was established from the beginning, and it is governed by divine principles. It is a cycle of giving, receiving, sowing, and reaping. Just as water flows from a source and nourishes the earth, so does your wealth flow from the source of all abundance, filling your life and the lives of those around you. When you understand this cycle, you will begin to shift your focus. You will stop looking at money as something to be feared or hoarded. Instead, you will see money as a powerful tool for transformation. You will see it as a force that can change lives, create opportunities, and build legacies. Money will no longer be something you chase. It will be something that chases you because you are living in alignment with the divine flow. This is what separates those who merely survive from those who truly thrive. The ones who thrive understand that they are not in competition with others for limited resources. They understand that resources are limitless. The more they give, the more they receive. The more they invest in others, the more they invest in themselves. And they operate from a place of abundance, knowing that the cycle of giving and receiving will continue as long as they are faithful to their purpose. When you invest in yourself, whether through education, knowledge, personal development, or spiritual growth, you are tapping into a wellspring of resources that will never run dry. This is why it is so crucial to take care of your wealth. It is not about vanity or selfishness. It is about positioning yourself to be the best version of you, to be a vessel that can carry the weight of the wealth responsibility that is coming your way. You see, you are not just called to have wealth for wealth's sake. No, you are called to use that wealth to elevate, to impact, and to empower. The chosen one understands that wealth is not a destination, it is a tool. It is the fuel that propels your mission forward. It is the means by which you can fulfill your divine purpose, but it requires action. It requires intentionality. It requires that you be disciplined in how you invest, how you spend, and how you manage what has been entrusted to you. As you step into this new way of thinking, as you begin to spend money like water, you will notice something amazing begin to happen. The more you give, the more you will have. It sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it? How can giving away what you have lead to more? But this is the principle of the divine flow. The universe operates on principles that defy human logic. It's not about what you hold on to, it's about what you release. When you give freely, you open up space for more to enter your life. When you invest in someone else's vision, you create a divine exchange that brings prosperity back to you. Every time you sow into another's dream, every time you pour into a cause greater than yourself, every time you invest in your own growth, you are building a reservoir that will never run dry. That investment, that giving will come back to you multiplied. It may not come back in the same form or the same amount, but it will come. The seeds you plant today will bear fruit in the most unexpected and incredible ways. And this is why the chosen one is different. The chosen one does not see limitations, they see possibilities. They do not hoard wealth because they are afraid it will run out. No, the chosen one believes that there is always more. That as long as they are faithful to the principles of abundance, more will always be provided. You may be wondering how this applies to your life right now. Maybe you feel that your circumstances are holding you back. Maybe you feel like there is not enough to go around. But I want to remind you of this: your circumstances do not define your destiny. You are not limited by what you see with your physical eyes. You are not limited by your current bank balance, your credit score, or the economy. The world systems do not have the power to dictate your outcome. Only your faith, your vision, and your willingness to step into your purpose have that power. The first step to stepping into the flow of abundance is to change your thinking. You must start to think differently about money. You must stop seeing it as something to be feared or hoarded and begin to see it as a tool for your divine purpose. You must see yourself as a creator, not a consumer. You must see yourself as a distributor, not just a recipient. When you shift your mindset, you activate the flow of wealth in your life. Secondly, you must take action. Faith without works is dead. It is not enough to just believe that wealth is your birthright. You must act on that belief. You must begin to spend money like water, not out of foolishness or recklessness, but with purpose. Invest in your vision. Invest in people. Invest in opportunities that align with your divine calling. The more you act in faith, the more the resources will follow. You must also be disciplined. The chosen one understands that wealth is a product of consistent effort. It is not a one-time windfall or a stroke of luck. It is the result of intentional decisions, disciplined actions, and wise investments. This is why budgeting, planning, and managing your resources wisely is essential. You must steward your wealth with wisdom and integrity, always keeping in mind that what you do today will have a direct impact on your tomorrow. And finally, you must believe in your own worth. If you do not believe that you deserve to spend money like water, if you do not believe that you are worthy of wealth, then you will block the very flow that is meant to come to you. You must know deep in your spirit that you are deserving of abundance. You are not an accident. You are not here by chance. You were created for a purpose, and that purpose is to live abundantly. As you embrace this truth, as you step into your role as the chosen one, you will begin to see the flow of prosperity manifest in ways that you never thought possible. Money will flow to you, and it will flow through you. You will build, you will invest, you will create, and in doing so, you will fulfill your divine purpose, leaving a legacy of abundance that will impact generations. Let me remind you once again, you are chosen. You are destined for greatness. You are destined to spend money like water, not because it is about material wealth, but because you are called to create, to give, to build, and to live a life of abundance that reflects the glory of your divine Creator. Step into your destiny today. Your abundance is waiting for you. The flow has already begun.